Hello, come and walk with me as I provide some commentary about Bridgerton, Season 3, Episode 8, which is the final episode. And you might have seen me set my Apple Watch to indoor walk. If you track your workouts, go ahead and do the same. For reference, I am walking at 1.8 miles per hour at one point in this video. I think I started off actually with a warm up at 1.3, then I got up to 1.5, but eventually in the majority of the video I'll be at 1.8 miles per hour. I do also want to note, boy, oh boy, it's humbling to see yourself on camera. I've been noticing that for a while anyway. It's obviously not like I don't see myself in mirrors or photos. But yeah, it's pretty humbling to see yourself walking. Obviously, I'm already on a what I will call a health journey, even though weight loss is a big part of a health journey. I'm on an overall health journey. I want to not hurt when I move around or get out of bed, which I don't think I wouldn't say that I have for the most part since I've, in the past year and a half or so, been walking regularly, I've been lifting weights 3 to 4 times a week regularly for a year and a half now. And the past 6 to 8 months, I'm gonna say probably 8 months. It's been a while now. Been doing yoga, 4 to 5 times a week, sometimes more, but on average, at least 4 to 5 times. And all of those things have really made me feel better, like in my body, like just a normal like life. But yeah, what's coming up for me health journey wise, I'm really working on trying to stay within the calories I need to lose weight because you hear all kinds of stuff out there on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, whatever you follow, of all the different ways to lose weight. And I'm not really interested in buying into any of those ways, except for the way that actually works, which is you have to be in a calorie deficit, not like a savage one. Some people, I mean, and to be fair, depending on your height and some other factors. I mean, you'll be in whatever. Everybody is different. But yeah, I'm just trying to be around 3 to 500 calories less than maintenance. But as a person who's been way overeating, even what a maintenance calorie, like daily calorie intake should be, it's hard to do, but I'm working on it. But I feel like for years and years I would try and give up, which many people do. But something that has happened to me differently in the past year and a half is that I incorporated exercise, and um, it helps. It's not going to be the only thing that helps you lose weight or fat, though. So gotta be in the deficit long enough to make that happen. So that's the part I'm tackling now. Now that the movement's been consistent, but anyway, just wanted to let y'all know I'm feeling very humbled by seeing myself. I mean, this is probably good for me. Probably should have done this years ago. Anyway, what we are actually here for, now that I've wasted a few minutes' time, is the final episode of this season of Bridgerton. And honestly, I'm towards the end of it, so I'm going to give you a little recap and then let you know what's going on right now. So basically, the last episode, Colin and Penelope, they did get married, so yay for the new Bridgerton lady. Love that for them. But things are not going so well in paradise, unfortunately. Pretty much, he's sleeping on the couch, which that made me sad because I was excited for their, like, they were really feeling each other. And so, yeah, like, before the wedding at least. Um, but yeah, he's been sleeping on the couch for a few days. So that's kind of rough. Cressida found out the truth about Penelope being Lady Whistledown, so that's pretty unfortunate. And now she's even trying to basically blackmail the Bridgertons, since Penelope's now Bridgerton, um, to get money because Cressida's feeling desperate. Like she's pretty much being shipped away by her family and also by the queen. The queen's like, I don't want to see you. So, girl is fighting for her life. But obviously, blackmail is not cool. So, yeah. Colin has tried to reason with her and have her feel some empathy because he gets what she's been through in a way. But something he underestimated is he's had support of his family and she hasn't. So she's like, dude, I don't have that. So yeah, sorry, no. So that's a bummer. Also, Lady Featherington, Penelope's mom, has found out the truth. She also now knows that Penelope is Lady Whistledown. And she found out because Cressida came over to do this whole blackmail thing, and Lady Farrington was coming over to have breakfast with her daughters. So, yeah, Cressida just went ahead and put it out there. She's like, let's see if people believe me. Like, dang, girl, all right. So, yeah, now her mom knows. And then fast forward a little bit, Colin, Eloise, Penelope, and Lady Farrington were all having a conversation of like, what do we do? Because Cressida's like, I want 10,000 pounds. I've got to start my life over. Like, and that was certainly a lot back then. A lot of money. And Penelope's like, well, actually, guys, like, I can pay that. And everyone's like, what? Like, you made that much money being Lady Whistledown? Yeah, why are y'all surprised? She's been writing for a while and everybody wants to read it. However, you ever notice how I don't really see people out on the streets paying for it? It just, like, gets delivered. But some way or another, I guess she got money, so. And yeah, I feel like maybe Colin was feeling a little insecure about the fact that she, a lady, had had procured that much money doing kind of a hobby. But anyway, that's not the point. So fast forward a little bit more. They all basically decided like. Because Colin was like, yeah, we're just going to pay it. But Cresta upped her price, by the way. I don't remember to what. But Colin's like, yeah, let's just pay it. Let's get rid of this problem, you know. And but like Penelope and Colin, like Penelope's like, dude, I love you. Like, let's be together. And he's like, I can't. This is hanging over us. And she's like, let's get the lie out of the way then, and maybe we won't have a problem anymore. So Penelope ended up giving a lot of the money she made to her sisters because her sisters wanted to throw this ball. And they wanted their mom, Lady Featherington, to pay for it because basically she gave Penelope this like big to-do wedding situation, and they didn't get that. So, but she didn't have the money. They're like in case you didn't know, the Featheringtons, they got money problems going on and some shady stuff happening because of what happened last season, and they're being investigated. But anyway, Penelope gave the money so that they could have this ball. And later on, like the sisters are so happy. And she lets her mom take credit because she knows that's important. Like, that was so sweet of Penelope. I just love Penelope. Like, come on, y'all. She's the best character. Anyway, while the preparations were being made for the ball, which was the deadline for the blackmail to be paid to Cressida, Penelope's like, you know what? Forget it. I'm telling the truth. So she wrote a letter and sent it directly to Your Majesty the Queen, or Her Majesty the Queen. Uh, and we didn't get to see what was in the letter, but we saw her read it, and I'm like, is she telling the truth about who she is in this letter? Is she saying, please, let me keep writing? Like, I had no idea what she said in the letter. Well, she also sent a letter to Mama Violet Bridgerton. Also, didn't really get to see what was in that, but I'm assuming it was just, spilling the truth about it all. And yeah, and so right now we are at the ball that Penelope's sisters are throwing. and it's going splendidly. Like, it's beautiful. Like, yeah, it looks good. Queen Charlotte has arrived. She basically said, I got a letter, and in this letter, I was asked, like, before I make any choices for this person, for the real Lady Whistledown, like, to plead her case. But she already knew it was Penelope. She pointed at her. So I guess Penelope said in the letter, like, hey, it's me, you know. So right now, Penelope is giving a speech, basically saying that, you know, I was living through you all vicariously. Y'all are out here at these balls having the time of your life, and I've been in the corner, and I got power. Not power, like, was it intoxicating? But I was careless. I was careless with my power. Um, and so she's basically like saying, like, you know what, I screwed up. So yeah, she's asking for forgiveness, and I guess I don't know if the queen, like, I kind of can't believe this, because after that chess game with Lady Danbury, I was thinking the queen was like, you know what? I don't even want to know anymore, because I like all this information and I want to keep this going. So I'm kind of surprised she just straight up called her out, but there must be like a purpose and a reason. But yeah, as we like look around the room right now, everybody's shocked. Like, it looks like no one expected this to happen. Like, no one thought it was Penelope. But Penelope clearly wants to continue writing, and she's basically, I feel like she's asking for forgiveness, but also asking for permission. And the queen is like, what is life without a little gossip, she says. So the queen's like, girl, let's write this column. Are we calling it a comment? A column. Write that column, girl. So yeah, this is great news. So I guess in future seasons we'll still have a Lady Whistledown, or will she start calling it Lady Bridgerton? Like, I don't know what she'll. You think it'd keep the name, just like maybe sign off differently. But oh, and now Penelope's sister, who's been talking about releasing bugs this entire episode, wants the bugs released, and guess what? The bugs are butterflies. Because I kept thinking, what is her fascination with bugs? But I mean, people like what they like. Some people are into bugs and insects and think that's cool, so that's fine. But yeah, these are butterflies, and this is beautiful. And everyone's clapping, and everyone's so happy. Like, I know some people are like, I don't like a happy ending, so cliche. No, life sucks sometimes. Why can't I get a happy ending in this like fake reality fantasy world? Like, give me the happy ending. I almost always want the happy ending. Oh, but Prudence is, I don't know the other sister's name. How sad. Prudence, the older sister, she's thrilled that these are butterflies and not some random bug with like lots of legs, little creepy crawlies, if you will. But yeah, everyone's here at the ball having a grand old time. Everything's looking beautiful. Um, yeah, so hopefully this happy ending with butterflies floating around the beautiful space as they dance. Yeah. Oh, and here comes Lady Danbury quoting to Penelope from her article that she previously wrote. Oh, Lady Danbury is basically saying, like, no one else loves the Bridgertons as much as me and you. So basically alluding to the fact that, oh, she says she didn't know for sure, I guess, but she suspected. Like, she had that feeling it had to be Penelope. I mean, I'm trying to remember if there were any clues to that. Like, if there were any clues, any stolen glances, any looks that made me believe Lady Danbury knew the truth. I don't recall seeing any. Doesn't mean there weren't any, but I don't recall seeing any. And our 15-minute walk will be coming to an end soon. So as I was walking is when I was actually watching this. Then I kind of go back and play it to provide the commentary. But just to give you a quick update before we are out of time of how the season ends. Spoiler alert, by the way. Um, Colin and Penelope work out, everything's fine. Eloise has asked Francesca if she can go stay with her and Lord Kilmartin, who also got married in a short little ceremony, just like in the Bridgerton home. And they both agreed that was fine. And as a matter of fact, his cousin, I've already forgotten her name, but his cousin will be joining there. And it looks like Eloise and her are possibly going to make fast friends. So that's awesome. What else has happened at the end of this show? Oh, yeah, it ends with three babies laying around, and then you see their moms, and it's all the Featherington girls. Like those two girls had the sisters had their children. You know, they were trying to make a male heir, and then Penelope ended up having a child as well. And Penelope's the one who ended up with a boy, so the boy will be the Lord Featherington, the new Lord Featherington. Which I didn't know how that worked out since it should be a Bridgerton, but I guess that's how it works out to keep the Lord going. And Colin didn't seem bothered by it, so all is well. They also showed the new edition of Lady Whistledown, and she signed off as Lady Bridgerton. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what will happen next season. Hopefully, it won't take too long to get to that next season. Thanks so much for walking with me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.